Oh no, Florida Panther fans. We are now 0-1-1 on the season. Time to panic. So another game, Florida loses, but this one we just came out with no energy at all. It was just a shit show from the beginning, giving up 4 goals in the first 10 minutes of the game. Luongo ended up giving up 5 before finally getting pulled. We gave up 4 in the first, 1 in the second. And then Montoya came in to relieve him, played outstanding for the Cats the rest of the way. Now, speaking of this whole goaltender situation, we have a lot of Panther fans that think Montoya should play the next game against the Ottawa Senators, which is tomorrow night. I personally think from a confidence standpoint, you should put Luongo back in net. He obviously wasn't happy with his effort. I talked to a few fans from Twitter, and they had a autograph session, and Luongo maybe signed a few and just stormed off after that. He was not happy. And if you want to install confidence in your goaltender after a bad game, even though he had a rough one, which again, some goals were his fault, some weren't. You give up too many power plays. They gave up 5 power play chances, which the Devils scored on 2 of them. You got to put him back in. You got to put him back in. I want Luongo back in net tomorrow night against the Ottawa Senators. So speaking of the power play and the penalty kill, the power play is doing all right. I am not too afraid of the power play. I'm not panicking quite yet. We're 1 for 9 through 2. We went 1 for 7 last night. Again, you get 7 power play chances and you only get 1 goal. That's not good. Again, we're in the middle of the pack. We're at like 22, a little bit lower than we should be. The thing I am concerned about is the penalty kill. We went 3 for 5 on the penalty kill last game against the Devils, 4 for 7 against Tampa Bay, for a total of 7 for 12, which ranks 25th in the league. Yes, there are 5 teams that have a worse penalty kill right now than us, and our penalty kill is not that good, as we're a little above 50%. Now, we definitely have to improve this penalty kill. It's something, the lines are just not jiggling up in order to stop these penalties from being cashed in on the power play. So I think we got to mix up. I think Gallant has to mix up these lines on the power play, because nothing on the penalty kill. Because it clearly is not working. It's not working at the moment. Speaking of line juggling, I talked to one of my great Twitter followers tonight, and we're just shocked on the pairings right now. Like last year, we had the Killer Bees line, which was Barkov, Boys, and Bergenheim. They clicked. They did phenomenal together. Why are they not together now? I don't understand this. They if you have a line that clicks, I know it was totally 2 different managers that were head coaches in the system. So Gallant's doing what he wanted to do. You had Hordichuk, he had his lines or whatever. But talent should have seen that and said, hey, let me give you a suggestion. Use this line. Because they click. These 3 guys click together. Move Jokinen down to the second line with Huberdeau. They're not doing that. And you can see it in the games. Like, Barkov is not the same. Boys is not the same without that line together. Another odd pairing I think has kind of seemed kind of off to me is, why is Ekblad stationed with Campbell and not Mitchell? Like, it makes no sense to me. I think for a young developing kid, you should put him with a leader like Mitchell. He's the captain. He's clearly shown he is a strong leader for us, unlike Campbell, who seems to be packing it in. He packed it in the end of last year. He's packing it in this year. So, what's going on, Gallant? Come on, us Panther fans want to know. We're a little confused here. I think if we're going to come out in the next game, we have to have these lines. We have to have the Killer Bees line back together again. We have to have Ekblad with Mitchell, okay? Maybe we have to send a message to Campbell. Maybe sit him down or for a couple of games, or send him down to like a third or second line. Like send a message like, hey, you want to slack off? You don't want to give you 110%. Hey, guess what? You're not gonna get the playing time that you deserve. Simple as that. If I was the head coach for a day, that's what I would do. One other thing I want to mention, again, with this whole records thing, is that you can't read too much into it. Here's some 3 perfect examples right now of how you cannot read it. You got to go in through it in increments. I like to go in increments of 20 games. That's how I dictate the season. So again, I'm not panicking yet. But here's 3 examples of teams right now this season that are struggling right now. Bruins, 1 and 2 have scored only 3 goals this season. The Avalanche, they're even worse. 0 and 2, 0 goals scored. And then the defending Stanley Cup champion, the LA Kings, are 0-1 and 1, and they've only scored 2 goals. So guys, don't panic. Again, it's a new coach. I think they're still just trying to figure out the whole system. Again, after I say 10, after 15 games, we're like 5, 9, and 1. Okay, you might want to worry a little bit there. But even then, you might not win it. Look at last year, Philadelphia. They started off slow. I think they went 5, 10, and 2 or something like that along that line. They ended up bringing the eventual Stanley Cup finalist, the New York Rangers, to a 7-game series. So, no need to worry. With that, I am going to close this out. I do want you guys to see a great video that one of my subscribers has made for me. I'm going to put the link down in the description section. Name is Sonic the BeDeviled. And like I said, I'll put the video down in my description area. Check it out. Really cool. It has different player cards from the Florida Panthers, which I thought was really awesome. I appreciate you making that for me, man. I like it. So with that, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will see you after the Ottawa game, which I believe we should win with Lou Ongo in the net.